It's McCabe for 97.1 Amp Radio. Today at the
morning
studios, we got
you.
big Snoop Dogg.
Good morning
Wiz
to
Khalifa.
you. Choo choo.
How you guys doing? This is going to be probably my coolest interview ever. It's
Pretty
starting
sure
off.
it is, baby.
You a cool guy.
I want to thank you guys for at least stopping by after last night's show at the Wiltern. You guys teamed up for the movie that's coming out and went on tour at a couple dates. How was last night?
It was awesome. The love was in the building. It was a positivity event. Best show on the tour.
Yes, sir.
For you being like, you know, on your home turf, so there's a lot of family and friends that come out for you?
Yeah, it was special, man. It just felt like the love had overpoured. We had done so many different cities before we got here, and it just felt like all of it had maximized once we got to LA. The energy was right, the mood was right, the sound was right. It was perfect.
I think one of the cool things that, I mean, Wiz and I were kind of the same age, so I mean, growing up, like, you know, listening to Snoop, you know, it was one of the icons for, you know, hip hop. You get to perform with him. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what is that like for you?
Tell me about it, man. It's crazy. It's the ish. Yeah, I was
Right.
trying to find the word to like get it all the way across. It's the ish. I get to ad lib. I get to like hype for Snoop. I get to dance around. I get to sing the songs that I grew up in. We all know and love. You know what I'm saying? And then to have him like, you know, getting my ad libs on my songs too is kind of awesome.
How did you guys first connect, both of you guys?
Snoop hit me up. He reached out just as a fan and as a real person, you know, and just told me that he loved my movement and was really interested in not only working with me, but when we linked up, he was like, "Yo, I want to just help you maximize what you've been doing." You know what I'm saying? And he's the boss dog, you know. So naturally, we just met, just trying to make music together. He put me on one of his songs, and then I did a remix to Black and Yellow and put him on there. And then as soon as we got in the room together, we became brothers.
And what was your first impression when you met Wiz?
My brother from another mother. Everything I loved, he loved. I mean, it was like watching myself all over again, just seeing, you know, the young Snoop Dogg all over again, have fun and be peaceful and make good music and just know what he's about and stand down for things and being a real leader. Like, he leads a nation of people and didn't really know that he was leading at the time. It's like he had a lot of people in his hands and he was leading them in the right direction. And I just wanted to make sure that he knew that he had them and he was doing the right thing and to keep doing what he was doing, and he continued to do it.
Do you think there's not a lot of artists out there that have what Wiz has? I mean, and that's what you saw in him.
No, he got it. I mean, it's only a few that have it, you know what I mean? And when you got it, it's all over you, it's in you, it pours off of you. And Wiz got it, and I seen it early, and it's something that I love being associated with. I love being around magic, and he's a magical guy, and anytime you make magic, you want to be associated with it so it can continue to burn and flow inside of you.
Well, so you come together, work together, and now we have the movie. It's not out yet, but the movie's done, and that's what the soundtrack for Mac and Devin Go to High School
Yes, sir.
is based on. Whose idea was it to write the movie and
It
come
was
up with it?
It was definitely Snoop's idea to write the movie and to really just go in his own pocket and make it happen. We sat around and we talked. The first day that we met, the idea was born, and the next day we were in the studio. And in the next 2 weeks, we had like the rough draft of the movie, and we're working towards it. And it was something, you know, it was a new experience for me because I was just used to, you know, just smoking and talking about things.
Right.
But Snoop really put it into action and made an idea a reality. And, you know, it made me believe in it, you know what I'm saying? And of course, as soon as he was like, I'm down, he believed in me so much and gave me so much confidence because he felt like he seen, you know, the project before it was even done, you know? So he was like, just stick with me, just rock with me. I'm going to rock with you, and we're going to make it happen.
How do you feel about acting now and stepping in there?
I love it. I'm super comfortable, but I only want to do it if it's with Snoop or if it's our way, you know what I'm saying? If we're going to do films, you know, with other people in them, or maybe there's always going to be the buddy stuff between me and him, but if I just do one and he's behind the scenes producing it, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're really trying to set it up for, where we just have everything in our own hands, and if we decide to break bread or do it with other people, you know, then that's on us.
Now, what's the movie? You play like a character that's been in high school for a while.
Yeah, I'm a 15-year senior.
15-year senior.
Yeah.
What's kept you back so much?
I just love school. I love I love the extracurricular things that you can do at
Right.
school, and I really haven't challenged myself to be, a good student. But when I run across, my partner Devin, and we become friends, he shows me how to maximize the strength of my mentality, and I get my mind doing mental gymnastics, and I get his body doing mental gymnastics, and then before you know it, he living his life, having a good time, and I end up graduating.
Okay. With a lot of the songs that are from the soundtrack, I mean, are you singing them in the movie as well?
Yeah, that's the whole purpose
That's
of
the whole
us
purpose.
giving you the soundtrack now. So when you do watch the movie and certain music come on, you'll be able to sing the song before the songs even come on.
Well, the first single, obviously, that has been blown up and sort of reminds me of like a Gin and Juice because it is like just a party anthem, young, wild, and free. Tell us about just the background of the song.
Yeah, that song came together. That was a magical moment right there. You couldn't even make that happen. No label or anybody sent that to us. Snoop had the record, and he believed in it and was just like, yo, I think this will be the perfect song. It represents the high school theme. It spans, just different age ranges. Older people can mess with it and younger people as well. And we did as far as the lyrics, we put it together like that. We didn't even think about it. And I think that was the beauty of the whole thing. It wasn't overthought, or we didn't try to come up with some crazy formula for how to make it what it was. That magic and everything was already there. We just had to, and then just
The rest is history.
Exactly.
Blow it up.
With this being a high school movie, how were both of you in high school? What kind of student were you, Snoop, and what kind of student were you?
Well, I was cool. I was kind of laid back. I always did music, and I could have made better grades than I did, but I was more creative.
I passed all my classes. I was a C student.
All right.
I'm sure you know why, all C's.
Uh-huh.
But I could have did better as well, but I didn't really push myself. I was more into, being a class clown, rapping, messing with the girls, trying to gang bang, trying to figure me out, because I was a teenager that was lost. And that's why it's fun to be able to go back and make a character and put him on screen and make him perfect, exactly the way you want him to be, with a little bit of the flaws that I had when I was in school, and then adding some, fiction to it as well.
So it is kind of based on your high school experience, some of it,
Yeah.
and just taken to the next level.
Yes, sir.
With a lot of smoke.
Oh, plenty of that.
Plenty of that. The soundtrack, I mean, one of my favorite songs on it is the first one, Smoking On. But, yeah, everything on here is great. The album just came out yesterday.
Yes, sir.
You guys must be stoked on it. Is there a personal favorite for the both of you?
Yeah, shout out to Juicy J on that Smoking On. I think one of my favorites is Study. You can put it in the Zag and Talent Show. Yeah.
About you?
I like World Class. That's like my son. It's like when I'm rapping that song, that's me being him. Like, a lot of this music I was rapping from my son's perspective, because he is a 17-year-old senior.
Right.
And it's crazy just to see him last night when the song came on and how he was rocking to that song. To me, that's like my song, because Wiz on the hook is saying some real stuff. Like, I'm not trying to be right, trying to be the wrong. I'm just trying to make it out there on my own. I know I say a lot of things, but I probably stay the same.
Well done. Well
That's
said.
major.
And what about, your kids? Having Snoop as dad, I mean, do they treat you like Snoop? Do they treat you
Yeah, my
like...
kids make me cool, man. I mean, I love having kids and seeing them grow into young men, and my daughter growing to a young girl. It makes me cool to be able to go to their school and, sit back and watch them play sports or do a talent show and, be a part of their world and just be a regular dad. I mean, to me, I love kids, and to have my own kids is a blessing.
And you're actually, with the kids, do you have a benefit coming up you're going to be on The Price is Right.
Yeah.
For like the first celebrity week.
Come on now, I love The Price is Right.
Yeah, The Price is Right is
Shout
great,
out to Bob Barker, my homeboy.
I think it's Drew Carey. Is Drew Carey now the host?
But I'm talking about the
Oh, the
OG,
original. All right,
Bob
yeah.
Barker. You know what I'm saying? A new car.
Do you plan on playing like Plinko? I think that's like the one that everyone wants to get their hands on.
Just stick around. You never know. I might play Plinko. I might do the showcase showdown. You know what I'm saying? Just watch the show when it come on. Big Snoop Dogg when The Price is Right.
That's going to be in January, and holidays coming up. Any holiday plans?
Cooling now, man. We got the soundtrack that just dropped. It's a perfect stocking stuffer. So we just went on tour and finished it off here in LA. So we just gonna cool out. We working on number 2, so we might just go back in the studio since we got some time off. Right?
Like a number 2 just album, or a number 2
soundtrack and album.
another movie?
And the movie, yeah. That's how it's so much magic that what we created, we got it now. Even though we knew we had it when we had it, it's proof in the pudding now. We just went around the world and we just been out doing what we do. So we know if we go back in the studio again, we're gonna make some more magic. We know if we go back on screen again, we're gonna make some more magic because it's what the people want. They love to see Snoop and Wiz together because this is brotherhood. This is love right here.
When can we expect the movie?
February, March, somewhere around in there.
Okay. We appreciate you so much for stopping by the Amp Radio Studios.
Thanks
it's
for
a pleasure
having
having you guys here. Congratulations on the album, Mac and Devin Go to High School. Movie coming out in February. And last time you were here, you did have a nice flow. You did freestyle for us. And I was wondering if you and Wiz would be so kind to give us a freestyle.
That's what you want to hear?
That would be amazing.
What you want to hear?
Let's do put it in his act.
Okay.
Okay.
They say all day we play and blow, 'cause this is the only thing we know. I blow kush again, I'm on the push again, with a cute little bad little Mexican.
Zigzag how I roll mine. You could tell I be a boss how I fold mine. I ain't in alone and I'm my own mind. Me stumble on a gold mine.
Break bread a fake dead punk bitch, this is real life. Executive branch, what it feel like? Catch me if you can, I'm your local kush man. I'm sitting in the stands with 100 grams in
And
my
I
pants.
blow so much smoke. Pure OG hit it once might choke. See, I'ma go kick it with a bitch I could poke. And you could ride to high school, take a toke.
Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by Amp Radio. That was awesome.
Thanks, guys.
That's how the Temptations did my girl a cappella on the Johnny Carson show.
Thank you so much. Pleasure having you, brother.